So you're saying there's a chance. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Victory Sunday. Woo! Faithful. Ain't no umbrellas tonight, baby. Because it's a Victory Sunday. Faithful, you know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. And tonight was a great game. It was a great game by all three facets of the team: offense, defense, special teams. They all performed well. And obviously, it starts off with the quarterback. Actually, I should say it starts off with the offensive line. Did you know on 26 dropbacks that Jimmy G had, he was only pressured twice? So I got to give big ups, big shout out to the offensive line. They created holes in the running game for Mostert, McKinnon, and I saw you hasty. I saw you getting in there on that action when Mostert was out for the second half. Also, they created the offensive line. They created time in the pocket for Jimmy G to throw the ball. And I got to give another big shout out. It's going to be a lot of those tonight. You know, it's a Victory Sunday. You know it's going to be a lot of shout outs, Faithful. But another shout out goes to Kyle Shanahan. He created a game plan where he allowed Jimmy G to throw that rock. But, you know, Jimmy G was, I'm sure, instructed to get the ball out fast due to the Rams' defensive line. And, you know, Aaron Donald, hell of a player, Hall of Fame talent, but I didn't hear his name mentioned much. So got to give credit to the offensive line, in particular, Brunskill and Garland, the center and guard. They did an excellent job against Aaron Donald and that entire defensive front. They didn't get much pressure, and that's the first big shout out that goes to offensive line. Jimmy G played great, 3 TDs in the first half. In the second half, you know, played a little bit more conservative, you know, but we still won the time of possession battle, and we also won the turnover battle. And those were 2 things that I felt that would be key for us in order to have a Victory Sunday: time of possession and a turnover battle. And those 2 things that we won. And so that's part of the reason why we got a Victory Sunday. Shout out to George Kittle, balled out, 7+ catches, touchdown, over 100 receiving yards. He was definitely Jimmy G's security blanket. You know, he had a few key third down catches that really allowed the Niners to continue offensive drives, and we definitely needed his production. Bourne had 2 good catches. He dropped one on third down, but I'm still behind you, Bourne. Debo and Ayuk, they were both eating tonight, so that was a beautiful thing to see. But Mostert really was the catalyst in that first half. You know, he had a hell of a game. 15+ carries in the first half. He was really the driving force behind our offense. So big ups to Mostert. Defense. Now, Jason Verrett, I mean, this is one hell of a story. You know, the guy's been battling injuries all his career, and he finally was able to, you know, get his body healthy. And he looks like, you know, like a Pro Bowl corner. You know, he had that interception in the second half in the end zone. And that really changed the game because the Rams could have easily scored a touchdown there or even opted for a field goal. So that key play by Verrett was huge, getting that interception in the end zone. And also Greenlaw, the play right before the interception, Greenlaw made a great touchdown-saving tackle. He got the running back out of bounds, and that allowed, you know, the opportunity for Verrett to get that interception in the end zone. Defense played great. Fred Warner, we already know. Fred Warner, he's flying all over the field. He's making tackles. And it's so good to have Emmanuel Mosley back in the secondary. I mean, Faithful, you can see it. I'm not the only one who can see it. When we have 2, solid, pretty good corners, the defense is completely different. Even though we didn't have that great of a pass rush, but it still made Jared Goff think twice about throwing it to the outside. So overall, this is a great win. Shanahan did a great job implementing the scheme. And the players, offense, defense, special teams, we all executed. And that's what led to Victory Sunday. Now, it's the moment, Faithful, you've all been waiting for. It's Jay and the Bay's Game Balls of the Week. Now, first, we'll start off with the defense. Defense, for me, is no doubt is Jason Verrett. He made that interception that completely changed the game. If the Rams would have scored that touchdown, could have been a different outcome. But Jason Verrett, defensive game ball goes to you tonight. Played a hell of a game. Offensive game ball. Now, this was a tough decision because this was the best offensive performance we've seen the last 2 weeks. Excuse me. But I have to give it to, I think it's going to be a co-MVP. I got to give it to the offensive line as a whole. I mean, in order for us to win the game, in order for us to establish a running game, a passing game, it starts up front. You know it, Faithful. It starts off in the offensive line, in the trenches, and they did an excellent job. And so part of the MVP goes to offensive line, and also it's got to go to Jimmy G. You know, Jimmy G had a hell of a game, 3 touchdowns in the first half. He's very accurate. I believe he was like 14 or 15. So it was great to see Jimmy G look comfortable in the pocket, you know, get the ball out quick to his receivers, let them make plays. And Faithful, what did you guys think of the game? Who's your offensive MVP? Who's your defensive MVP for the game? This was a great game. And we finally got our first win at Levi's. I mean, I'm surprised it took this long, but I'm glad we got it. I'm looking forward to next week against New England and Cam Newton. But Faithful, thank you for liking, watching, subscribing to the video. Once again, this has been another Jay and the Bay production, and it ain't nothing like a Victory Sunday. See y'all guys in the next one.